Please welcome to the blue corner, Mike Torres.
All right, guys, we're on to your main event. Mike Torres coming out from Torres BJJ, owner and founder of Torres BJJ, head black belt at the gym. You know, another competitor that's been around the game a long time. I remember once upon a time we used to go and do some MMA rounds with this guy.
Yeah. Anything I accept this goes in Mayfield, but then let's stick with Jiu Jitsu. And we've seen him on the stage a ton of times in front of a very successful gym. That's why now he's got a ton of competitors out on the stage. It's a fun guy to watch. It's a good dude.
You see Felipe Rocha in his corner trading off from off the stage right into the coaching booth as well.
Please welcome to the red corner, Pedro Araujo.
All right, Pedro Araujo. We've seen him a bunch of times all around the scene. He had a couple of MMA fights for Eric as an amateur. For sure won. I got his hands for it. I'll never forget his opponent grabbed a big old trash can and put it right in the middle of the warm-up area and would run across the room and jump over that trash can like a hurdle for his warm-up. He lost.
Yeah.
He got on by Pedro almost immediately. But man, we have ourselves 135-pound no-gi title fight. 3 5-minute rounds.
You know, you see guys warming up in a bunch of different ways. Me and you ourselves have seen the oddest warm-ups. You know, I always wonder what's going through these coaches' minds when they're like, yeah, that'll work.
The following contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. It is for the black belt no-gi heavyweight championship. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Torres BJJ, this is Mike Torres. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Train Club, here is Pedro Araujo. Your referee in charge, Austin O'Randy.
All right, 3 5-minute rounds underway. One of the first times I rolled against Mike Torres, I was for sure he wasn't going to Kimura me. He Kimura'd me like 3 minutes later. He had Kimura'd everybody that day also, by the way.
Grip and go, grip and go.
Mike Torres, was that? Man, good. Oh, man,
oh, right back in on it. Nice. Really good transition to get back in on the leg.
Man, Torres is not playing around here.
Torres said, we get a whole minute break every 5 minutes. I'm ready to go. Once again, this is one of those scenarios where if they do start to fall off, I'm going to go ahead and back out.
Same. I like these dudes.
Yeah.
I want to go train them all to hold a tip there.
These boys are on the feet.
If you can, take your left foot and push his lat away. That's to create space. Yes, exactly, just like that.
Here, Felipe Rocha giving coaching advice to Mike Torres.
Ooh, belly down ankle lock is Araujo. Oh, ladies, there's our foot lock shootout. Oh, and an Aoki lock.
Ooh, Mike's got a big bite.
Man, Pedro did clear his leg.
Hey, breathe.
All right.
Never mind, our dad instincts kicks in. We had to help him out. Good job, Jay.
All right, next time, I'm getting out of the way.
Let's slow it down a little bit. Breathe, breathe. Enjoy your breathing. We're doing excellent. He's not going to want to engage again.
Oh, but it's wild. We're about halfway through this first round.
Yeah.
It's been a high-paced match.
A heavy pace for the first 2.5 minutes.
I mean, both guys got pretty close to getting a finish.
Yeah.
And directly after this match, we will go back to clearlifecombat.com, get that stream going up again. We have 4 purple belts and 12 blue belts remaining. One of my heavyweight blue belts is competing. He's been a nightmare to train with for this camp.
Oh, it's great. I'm going to go warm him up for his match. I'm really excited about it.
So all of Torres' leg entries actually came off of a guard pull from Pedro. Mike is the one who kind of shot first, but then Pedro entered it himself and had a nice little belly down ankle lock. I know Mike's heel hook and Aoki lock were his 2 best, and then Pedro had a good straight ankle lock. Notice Torres just framing right on the neck.
So, I want my hand here. That is some pressured jiu-jitsu if I ever seen some.
Well, and there's benefits to that, especially for like longer term duration in these matches. You're kind of throwing off their breathing, even throwing off the blood flow.
Yep. And when you're a heavyweight, I mean, pressure is pressure. If you can get it locked in correctly, I mean, I've seen more surprising submissions than that.
Yeah, but Pedro's one of those guys. He's just been in the mix so long. I think even from a pride standpoint, he would never tap to something
No,
like that.
no. You know, like we were talking about earlier with our brown belt who had put the guy to sleep with a crossface. He was just trying to nuke out a crossface. He wasn't trying to put the guy to sleep.
Yeah, that was a memory I will keep for the rest of my life.
30 seconds remaining in round 1.
Good entry here from Pedro.
And in the leg
If he could throw
again.
his left leg under Torres' legs in figure 4, he could be in on a saddle. Oh, Mike doesn't seem particularly bothered. It's more the knee here than the actual ankle. All right, man, if anything, Pedro's final assault put it at 2-2 apiece. That's kind of a hard round to score.
With any submission-only match, especially the heavyweight, with it being 3 5-minute rounds, you're going to see the pace slow down. But at the black belt level, knowing that they're both such high-level grapplers, you know, a slower pace, more patience.
Round 2 begins now.
Submission-only title fights. I want to say bring me back to the old MMA days, but that was just last year for me, so.
That's the only threat we're going to receive is that jumping guillotine. Right for the inside space. That's everyone's hands. Beautiful. Mike, let's get down to our guard. He's not going to pass you.
So one thing I always enjoyed is when you do have, like, you get that grip to grip, hand to hand, and you kind of almost like a mercy style.
Yeah.
Let me see who's got the better strength here. Araujo takes the bottom position. Not quite in a seated position though. I was gonna say, it looks like he's getting ready to attack off the way he kneeled down. Get down rule in effect.
Control breathing, control breathing.
Araujo chooses bottom.
Yeah, interesting. I was actually able to read the lips. Araujo chose Torres to make the call. Blue corner goes first. They get the first choice on the first get down. He chose tails. It hit heads. So we had a choice. He chose bottom. And here we are.
Beautiful, Mike.
I don't know that, you know, this deep into it, do I want to play the bottom at heavyweight?
So Araujo, man, he's a guard guy. He is. He's one of those few heavyweight guard guys. He wasn't always a heavyweight too. You know, I think he fought at 185. And he's spanned across a couple of like the bigger guy weight classes. But he's got a good leg lock into the zone. He was kind of doing it before it was the meta.
Looks like Araujo
Clipped the nail. So they made a dangling nail.
nail clipper stat. Thought for a second he broke his finger. I was like, oh no. It looks like he's calling for some tape. Oh, his fingernail ripped. That's worse.
Yeah, that happens.
Give me quite a bit of tape for that.
Oh, that's not athletic tape. It's medical tape.
Yeah, it's gonna come off in about a second.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Mike really putting the pressure on to keep him flat. Hands together. Ooh, butterfly elevation for Araujo.
Notice Torres' championship tactics really stand out at closed guard. The moment we got that right leg out, Torres was up. Didn't let him get that left leg around as well.
You know, back to the palm on the neck. It's one thing, you know, especially at this level, like, expect me to be as mean of a grappler while following the rules as I can. Heavy pressure, hard cross faces, you know, miserable frames.
And it's funny in these matches, you know, you go for a hill, you're trying to freaking rip their leg off, blow their knee out, and that's cool. That is cool. But you put the blade of your palm on their throat, and everyone freaks out.
I know.
I mean, like, I always thought it was so funny. You know, also Jake and I did MMA for years and years and years, and the sole objective is damage, so you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, yeah. The sport I do now, the damage is much harder also. So
Yeah.
trying to be
bare knuckle box.
trying to be mean as much as we can while following the rules. You know, that's the thing about martial arts. You really, the community is such a layer of respect. You know, it's not often you meet a martial artist that's not a really great guy,
Yeah.
that you can trust and put your family around. But on the same end, like, we flip a switch when we go into competition mode. We're able to really turn it on. But I guarantee no matter what happens in any of these matches, you get your knee popped, your ankle busted, your arm, you know, gets destroyed in any kind of an arm lock. And it's all smiles and you know, respect afterwards. They are quite slippery now at this point. You know, these boys leg lock to leg lock, making it tough on these judges. 45 seconds left. Seeing the fatigue of the second round starting to set in on both of these guys. You know, at this point, it's going to be a small sprints to victory.
30 seconds remaining.
Get everything set in place correctly, grips and position, and then snatch something up. You know, look at this from the bottom now. Araujo says, "Okay, I'll play the hand game."
The difference is Torres is gravity on his side. That's a good ally.
That is a good ally.
10 seconds.
Man, this is
Oh.
honestly, now there's no.
Time.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, that was a hard round to call. We're going into round 3 now, main event championship fight.
We are through 2 rounds of your championship main event. Round 3 coming up momentarily for the black belt heavyweight no-gi championship.
It's one thing in between rounds. I know everybody's different, but I like less water. I don't like too much. It fills me up. It makes my belly hurt. Yeah.
One time I was amateur, and then there's twisted time. Just makes it so twisted, squat on my face and my throat. I took those some recovering for that. Ever since then, I was like, dude, hand me that.
Yeah. All right, 3rd round underway. The champion will be crowned at the end of this match. The decision will be made whether or not a submission happens. One of the other fun parts about these submission-only matches is, you know, a decision is made by the refs off of catch points, and then at the, you know, but the no medal, you know, at the end, if you've noticed, when it's a decision. To whereas with these championship fights, we will have a champion at the end of this match. I've done a lot of these matches. I've had a lot of draws. I've had a lot, you know, before they were doing the decisions, you know, and getting that gold medal it's a really nice feeling to be able to get one of those gold medals and take them home.
Heck yeah.
But getting a Submission Hunter Pro belt is a life achievement. It really is. It's one of those things where you go home and you sit in your Zen mode and you really just feel like you have achieved greatness in your lifetime.
Yeah, and beyond that, after this match is crowned the winner, look at the belt, man. Eric Garcia did not pull any pennies buying these belts. They are nice. They're actually the old school UFC layout.
Yes.
But obviously the Submission Hunter Pro design,
Nice, good stuff from Mike Torres. Kind of lost his footing for a split second, and Araujo tried to come in on the takedown, and Mike got double underhooks and shucked Araujo to the side and got on top. You're at 335 away from having a champion crown. Man, it's a very close match. I couldn't give you an honest opinion on who I think is ahead on the scorecard right now.
Man, one thing is just the visuals. Is Torres, I feel like he's just pushing the pace. He's often the one on top. These guys have pretty much gone like 1 for 1 on sub attempts. But like it seems like Torres is making Araujo carry his weight. He's staying on his feet. He's kind of pressing the action just a little bit more.
That's a lot of shin pressure coming down on the belly right there, too.
Guess you're gonna figure four his legs.
I need you to get that leg out. You start forward rolling.
Going in for the foot. Torres ripping it away, looks for a heel hook, does Araujo.
Notice he doesn't have that left leg of Torres captured, but he's got the right leg captured, and that sometimes is enough.
Bottom knee line, you start spinning for the back. I need you to win the bottom knee line. Beautiful. Back out. Beautiful. Excellent.
Oh, my meniscus is hurt. No, now.
Yeah, still on the toe hold. He's got a little bit more knee capture. He could threaten the heel hook from here.
He's in on the toe hold. They are very slippery at this point. Both men are dripping sweat, trying to get something locked up. You know, third round wise, I feel like Araujo has at this point locked up more submission attempts.
Well, this last minute's going to be important.
Yep. 1 minute to a crowned champion at the 235-pound no-gi title.
I think it's just the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Pedro, I don't have decent ankle.
But is heavyweight 265 or?
So, yeah, I think it's just made that. I'm not too sure why that's there.
Yeah.
On paper, guys, it says 235 no-gi title, but at this stage, we can say this is anything above 205.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Now, is this going to be considered a Masters title or just the heavyweight title?
It's just, I think it's the heavyweight title.
Yeah. Both guys, hard work put into the mix. Araujo trying to really just get that last crank catch point in. Drops back on the leg. Torres comfortable. Puts his head down on the mat. Like he's chilling at the beach.
All right, we'll see what they're going to decide.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of grappling, we go to the judges for your decision. All 3 judges score the fight 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision in new black belt no-gi heavyweight champion, Torres.
Champ. My man fought his butt off and pushed the pace. You guys pretty much went sub for sub, but I think it was your pressure on top, your constant push of activity that has crowned you the new champion. And how are you feeling right now?
I just feel grateful. I feel grateful to all these people over here. Big part of this journey from the beginning with a sub-hunter, protecting sub-hunter. I have a little memorabilia that I have when I competed for Eric for the first time almost 10 years ago. and it's a little plastic trophy cup. I wanted to bring it tonight to compare not just how far I came, but how far this man right here, Eric Garcia, has brought the Texas Jiu Jitsu scene to an international level on UFC Fight Pass and leading the front in that journey. Thank you, Eric, for always looking out for the people in your community. I appreciate it, seriously do. And I want to thank my wife for being my rock, for having my back, no matter what obstacles and challenges we face. She's always been there. She's always been supporting my dreams, my passions. I love you, baby. And last person, obviously my son, Kai. I love you. I know you're watching. I love you, Poppy. I hope you're in bed. But Daddy's home. Daddy's bringing home the strap.
Congratulations on the victory. An awesome belt. Your new champion, Mike Torres.